Three, two, one. Welcome, everybody, to Rolling on Three, the first podcast for all three-wheel owners. Whether you're riding on a Spider, Ryker, Slingshot, or Vanderhaul, this is a show for you. Today, I'd like to welcome Dan from the Poconos PA to the show. Dan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. First question is, what are you rolling on?
I am rolling on the Can Am Ryker 900 Ace.
Sweet. What year?
2020.
2020. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you pick up your Can-Am?
I have two dealers near me. It was during the COVID time, so I was reaching out to everybody. Whoever hit me back first, that's what I went with. So I went with it's a popular one out here called Two Jack Cycle. Mm-hmm. And they not just Can-Ams, but they sell a little bit of everything. And I went there, and the rest was history. Put my deposit down, and I was rushing them to get me the bike as soon as possible. I originally tried to get one in Howard Beach on Cross Bay. They have a shop over there because I seen it there first. They had a near new for a good price, and I was calling every day trying to get, but they would not get back to me. So I was like, I was anxious, so I just went with the people I went with.
I hear you. Yeah, that particular dealership moves inventory way too fast, so it's pretty much you got to have cash and carry in that place because their inventory moves pretty quick.
It was during COVID, so I was like, hopefully nobody come. I was about to send my brother down there to go. But it worked out.
Did you ride it home?
When I got it, oh man, yeah, I rode it home. I never rode bikes before. I just had an itch. Mm-hmm. Got it, and I rode it home. I almost broke my neck, but I rode it home. Yeah.
How many miles was it home for your first time riding?
I think it's like between 25 and 30 miles because I took the local, so it might have been a little bit longer.
Okay. And how'd you feel about that first time being on a bike? First time, how did that process make you feel?
It was something, you know. I was cool when I was in the parking lot practicing, but when you get out there with all the cars zooming and everything, so when I got it out the lot, stopped at the first red light, and I had to make a right turn. And I don't know what, I hit that throttle, and that thing's like, I'm going in the wrong lane and stuff. I was like, all right, he's a noob. But it was fun, man. I mean, I took it slow, no more than 40 miles all the way home. That's why I took 40. I took local. So, you know, the speed limit was like 35. So I was like, I'm good at 40.
All right. No, that's, I mean, you know, your first time out, you know, you had to get a little comfortable. I mean, even my first time for being on two wheels, I was overly confident. And when I got on it, I was nervous because I'm not used to the balance. Well, there was no balance, but no clutch, no, the foot brake instead of the hand brake. It was weird, and then you had to think about how you're gonna turn. There was no lean. So I get where you was at, you know. So since you never rode before, what made you get Can-Am?
I wanted something. Beside a car, something to play with, and right. I was looking heavily into the Spiders, and I almost copped a few, but I wasn't really comfortable with still having to shift, and and then the size was kind of intimidating. Then I saw the Ryker, and I was like, oh, no shifting, just hand throttle and foot brake. I was like, I'm sold.
All right, no, and I mean that's a cool selling point. I think that's a lot of people's selling point, that it's a lot smaller than the Spider, because the Spider is like the luxury version, right?
Yeah.
And it's not as much power as the F3 because people might not be looking for that type of power and speed, plus the size. So yeah, it's a good road. It's a good buy. Definitely. I would do it. Okay, so how you been riding around Pennsylvania? How do you are you doing city riding, suburb riding? What's it like over there in your area?
Up here, I have the benefit of having whatever type of ride that I need, that I feel like having. I post very low budget videos, I call them, but um, I have like back roads I like riding on and stuff like that when I don't want to be bothered by anybody. And like there's a lot of curves so I can swerve and test my skills and things like that. But then I can go into town and get a lot of city riding. I can be stuck in traffic if I want. I mean, nobody wants that, but I have that luxury up here to really navigate around how I'm feeling for the day or where I'm going.
That's cool. That's cool. How about the weather there? Y'all get really bad up on Poconos? Like,
Yeah, well, I'm in the highest part, I believe, in the Poconos. So, I'm near like Mount Airy and all that stuff like that, and
mm,
it gets cold. So it gets real cold. So, I'm pretty much like New York. I had to put it away in the winter, which broke my heart. I had to rely on everybody else's videos from the South and out West. But yeah, it gets cold. Just now getting back into it. So like over the winter, I was throwing up on mods and getting ideas for other people what I wanted to do. So as soon as it broke, the spring broke, I was the
yeah,
mechanic.
I feel you. No, I feel you because I'm in the same boat when winter hits here in NYC. Yeah, you could just sit around and just watch other people put videos and take rides out and watch them do mods and spend money while you can't ride. I get it. No, I totally understand it. So you said originally you told me you was from Queens. So if you had to compare Queens and the Poconos for riding, what
Oh,
would be better?
Poconos all day. I I mean, like on YouTube, my name is Ryker Rev. So I do pastor a church out in Brooklyn. So I'm coming back and forth every week. And I like to come and like get my New York fix, but I'm ready to get back to the Poconos at the end of the week. One day I'm gonna ride down there just to surprise my family. They always
Uh,
see me pulling up in my car, but I'm just gonna take the ride. Probably
oh
try
man.
early in the morning because that George Washington, I don't want to deal with that traffic.
Yeah, that's a rough ride in, man. That is
Yeah.
rough. Yeah.
Well, I want to do it. I got like a couple of rides that I want to accomplish while I have the right good.
What you got planned? What are your plans to make ride?
Um, I plan on going to the Jersey Shore. I want to do that. I want to do that a couple of times actually. Definitely want to hit up New York, visit some family like in Long Island, go to Maryland. Like all the spots where I pretty much have family, I have a purpose. I don't just do rides, but I don't have a reason to go. I'm not one of those that's on the whim. I want to go to here and there. I've done that with the cars and stuff, and I've gotten into trouble doing that. So I want to go with a purpose, So those are the few that I have. I do get up with one of my buddies. He has a slingshot, so I'll be trying to. I learned some things from their groups and stuff and places that they go that I was like, oh, I want to do this on my bike. So
Right,
things like
right. No, no, that's cool. I was gonna ask you if you're riding with anybody, you riding in a group or you riding alone, what you doing?
no, out here is really funny. I mean, most of the people out here around me anyway are like um ex New Yorkers, ex people from Jersey, Philly. So they're urban. So it's hard to get it's like people don't really trust each other. Like for instance, one day I was driving in my car on the way to work. And for a while, I was like, I haven't seen too many Rikers. I seen the dude with the Riker. I was like, pulled over in the gas station. I was like, hey man, we got to get together and this and that. And he was like scared, like, like I wanted to rob him or something. And I was like, did I do something wrong? But I was like, yeah, we got to get together. We got to get a group. So I see other Rikers in passing and stuff like that, but not too many people get together in groups and do it like that up here.
Really?
Not yet, anyway.
Wow,
There's a
wow.
lot of them. I mean, I've been into town last summer and I'm parked by the Starbucks talking to one of my buddies, and I've seen like 4 or 5 Rikers, and you think they would stop. I'm sitting on the park bench and you think they would stop, like, hey man, let's get together and ride, man. They look, just keep on going. I don't get it out here, but it is
Ah,
what it is.
that's weird because usually I hear other people, be like, well, they kind of like look around, like join those Facebook groups to see if they could find people to ride out with. Because I know sometimes they list like meeting spots. Like, do you have out in the Poconos like a spot where all the bikes go to meet? Like,
Um, they used to have a lot of bike clubs out here. A lot of stunt bikes and stuff like that. I don't really see them as much now. I do see a lot of spiders, and I'm beginning to see more Rikers, but not a particular spot. The car clubs pretty much have that locked down at the moment.
mm-hmm.
Um, Car clubs are real big out here, so they have that locked down. They meet like on Wednesdays, they meet on Saturday and Sundays and stuff. But the Riker community really hasn't gotten, you know,
That
really
big
gotten
in
going.
Pennsylvania, huh?
Yeah, they're big for people riding individually,
Right.
but nobody really gets together.
I
So
had that's something because one of the guys that I met through this show, he's from Pennsylvania. He actually has a store, and I haven't asked him if he rides with a group or not, but he's from out there, so I never really realized. I know a lot of people say when they first get their bike, they don't really know anybody. So then they wind up, down the line in a couple of months finding a big riding group in their neighborhood and wind up going, oh, I'm riding with 10 guys now. I didn't realize so many people in my neighborhood have them.
I feel it's gonna happen. I thought I was the first person with the Riker in my area, and then I pull it, and the day I get the Riker, no, about 2 days later, I'm hearing that somebody else on the job got one. I was like, dang, he beat me to it. But even with him, he rides with the two wheelers, and I seen them ride, and they a little reckless.
Too
I,
intense, too intense.
yeah, I go fast. Like I said, I've hit over 100, but I don't try to sustain it. It's not my goal to be reckless. For me, I was testing out the end links. So,
Right, right.
but I'm nah.
No, no, you have to ride for your own comfort level, not for anyone else's, right? So
That's it.
there's no need for anybody to want to show off. And if you're not comfortable at that speed, then that's the speed you're just not gonna ride. It's not for anybody. It's
Now
your
I
bike.
now I'm a little bit more comfortable now. Like I'm getting up there, but I want to have the speed, but I don't want to be reckless.
I
I
hear you.
might tell people at the stoplight on the straightaway. I do stuff like that. But when you get on the highway and they're like, "Yeah, we doing 160," I'm not the type to feel like I want to be left behind. So I'm like, oh, y'all go
That's awesome. But okay, so I mean, well, you said you was a pastor in Brooklyn. You're not commuting yet on the bike yet, right? You haven't
No, I
rode it.
haven't made the New York trip yet.
I'm quite sure that's going to be interesting when you pull up in front of the church and get off your bike and your helmet and
Yeah, I mean, the most people know I have it, so they won't be surprised that I'm riding. They'll be surprised that I rode it to church at a certain time, blowing in the wind. But I mean,
No,
it'll
I
be a
think that would be a pretty cool YouTube video. I'll tell you that much. And they follow you all the way in, and
yeah,
as you pull up all the way in, right to the pulpit, right?
we'll do that. But they, right now, we're still doing service on Zoom, so I got
Right.
time to really work on it. Maybe by the summer when they open up, that'll be cool.
So, what was the inspiration in the YouTube Ryker Rev mill?
Um, I just wanted just my personality, you know, um, kind of break out of the mold for what people think traditional pastors are. uh, I'm not that type. Like I say, I have a little edginess to me, and riding the Ryker, kind of proves that. And sometimes the way I ride now compared to I was in the beginning, yeah, I'm a little like risk taker on my own, not in a group, but
Okay.
you know, and show people that spiritual people can have fun too. You know what I mean? I'm that type, and I like riding up here for different reasons. I have different liberties I can use up here than I can in New York. If you
Okay.
know what I mean by that.
I understand. No, I totally get it. I understand the open road and the freedom, but yeah, no, I mean that's a pretty interesting concept. I did have someone on the show from Texas who was a preacher,
Yes,
and
I watch him too.
yeah, and he does videos also, preacher 1, 2, 3, and
His
yeah,
videos way more high tech than mine. Mine is with the phone and stuff. I
listen, you have to start the YouTube somewhere. If you look at my first video, you'll be like, "What is this guy doing?" You know. So it starts from somewhere. You know, no one. You're not gonna run out and buy $30,000 worth of camera equipment and hire a production team just to make your first YouTube video, right?
That's definitely not. I have
So
way
it's
too many other hobbies to put money into.
there you go. So you have to do a gradual step to it. You know, you start off and you start to learn. It's like everything else, you know. I started off from I didn't even have social media until it started.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I just rolled out of bed and because I had COVID and I was just watching YouTube videos and I said I need to make one. I don't have nothing to do. And I went out there and made my first crappy YouTube video and people watched it and I said, it's not that bad. I could get a little better. And then I started doing more and more, and then it became, oh, I could do this and I could do this, and now I'm doing, 4 or 5 different types of videos a week,
Yeah, you stay busy, bro. You stay
plus
busy.
plus a
I mean,
full time job.
see, that's the thing. My full-time job gets me 3 hours of sleep a night. And that's what it finally caught up to me. That's why I couldn't be on the show a little earlier in the week. It just came upon me.
I
But
understand
it's just it's a lot. I see how you guys be getting down, and I'm like, man, how they do this stuff?
the
I'm like,
magic. It's the magic of editing, right? Because I'll film and I'll film and I'll film everything, right? And then I don't want to give my secrets away, but it's the magic of editing. You'll be
mhm.
surprised that it is a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. It is a lot because you're putting out a lot of content, and it is hard to. It might look like it's done in one day, but it's not. It's the magic of editing. So I might
Yeah,
take
you
I
can
might
use it.
take I might take 2 screws out this week and then put the screws back next week and make it look like it happened in 10 minutes,
Yeah, yeah.
but I like it, I'm having fun with it and I think the Riker community is embracing this little thing I got going on. So I'm
Oh yeah,
happy. I'm gonna
big
keep it
time,
going.
bro.
I'm gonna keep it going.
You
So
guys, you guys keep me
yeah.
going.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point. The whole point of it is to try to get the thing into a really, really big community so we can all like know each other and I got things coming up, but it's cool. It's cool. So let's talk modifications because that's what everybody does to their Riker. So what you got on there so far?
Oh man. As long as I'm glad my wife don't watch this show.
Me too.
Oh man. When I first started out, I got little things to kind of make it colorful and make it nice. Got some things up for Steam mods, um, like the wheel decals, and I got some a guy who does the vinyl wrap and he does the graphics and stuff. So I got some graphics like mine
Mhm,
that says blessed over the wheel well and stuff like
mhm,
that.
mhm.
Um, and one thing I noticed, I had to get like a seat cushion because I couldn't go too long on that seat. And that was one of the things I did. And the hand grips, I got that right away. Then I went and got hand guards and stuff like that. Pretty much the essential things. Me being new,
Mhm.
um, then I started getting like the lights underneath the undermount lights, and
Mhm.
what else did I get? I got ended up getting the max mount. I got the windshield, the match that one. I got through enough for sling mods though, and like I had posted one of my videos that they actually have the match that one that's cut a little different so that you can get into your funk at
Yeah.
any time. And I got that one. Um, I think that was cool. Actually, it was one of your videos that inspired me to get something because I was looking into that one that you had, and then I watched another guy, well, who was previously the Night Riker. and I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
watched all the different ones, and I was like, I gotta get one, and I ended up on that one. And you're right, though. It is one of the best things.
I
It is,
tell people all the time, man, that was one of my best mods. It
yeah,
makes the whole riding experience different.
yeah. Like
Totally.
I'm not one for the speakers. I haven't done that, but I have like a Bluetooth headset in my helmet, so I'm
Okay.
actually able to hear my music and stuff and everything with the windshield because I don't get the wind noise coming in.
Right, right.
Um, and I
Yeah.
got a backrest too.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
How much you were in? How much you spent so far?
Right now, I think I'm in between 1,500, about 1,500.
That's not bad.
I'm still light. No, that's not bad. I look on Amazon and stuff first.
Try to
I
get the
put,
cheap. Got to
yep.
get it cheap first. Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you. Yeah, because you know, Slingmont's cornered the market, so it's hard, and they set the price. So you gotta really look around and find people. You know, I look around for like, I do so much research on LEDs, like, you know, who's the brightest, who lasts the longest, how many lumens, and you know, I always stay searching on LEDs. This way, I can you
yeah,
know, when I make the right purchase, it's the brightest they could be, you know. So
yeah. Because of you, I
like
added the lights too in the
with
back. I got one of the LEDs that do the night riding thing.
oh, okay.
I wanted to draw people's attention up so they see me. So, I added those. The one
Yeah.
thing I noticed about the LEDs, I had to watch the wattage because I didn't want to get too high and start
Yes.
blowing stuff out. So,
That's another thing because they sell them, you know, and you know, you could buy Amazon sets all day, but you're right. The wattage and the voltage of them, you have to know what you're doing because the Ryker doesn't come with a very powerful battery either.
yeah.
So, you know, but that's smart. That's smart that you took time out to check that out just instead of buying whatever you saw cheap and just putting it
Nah,
on your back.
like I said, I'm a former school teacher. I do research.
There you go. That helped. That helped a lot, man. That helped a lot. So you got any future mods you want to put on? Like something you're like, all right, as soon as I can, I'm gonna buy this and put that on.
Oh man, I actually have uh, uh um I got a muffler on the way.
Okay.
I went
What'd you
with
go with?
I went with Brandon King.
Brandon.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, he was the cheapest. Even
No,
though,
he's doing good. A lot of people like his muffler, so
yeah, one thing I did get the baffle
okay.
because I still want to be able to hear my music. So I did get the baffle. I do want to. I want to do a tune. Um, I did the dropping cane in filters. I don't think I'm
Okay.
going to get the cold air intake one. I think I'm going to keep it at that. But I think I want to get a tune.
That's nice. I'm seeing few people getting it done with the tune and they're really liking it. I don't know if I'm gonna go with the tune because I have such a loud exhaust now. So because I'm testing RLS's carbon series right now,
Yeah,
so that
see.
thing is shaking the block. So I'm not a music I'm
And
not
truthfully,
a
with that
yeah.
one, I thought the carbon sounded quieter than the other one he had, the stealth. And you say it's shaking the block.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's got. I mean, he gave me a baffle with it, and I haven't tried it with the baffle yet. But
Oh,
I'm not gonna try it with the baffle. I like the way it sounds because I'm not a music guy, you know. So to me, you know, I got like a Bluetooth strap to the handlebars just in case, you know, I'm sitting at the light. But when I'm riding, it's all concentration for me. Like I'm not really into music, and you know, like I gotta hear it all the time. To me, I'm just concentrating on riding. That's how I
yeah.
look at it.
No,
Because
I feel it.
I've seen some serious sound systems out there. You know, these guys in
Yeah.
Florida and stuff like that. I'm like, wow.
They getting bigger and better, it seems like.
Yeah, yeah. Even a guy came by to get speakers put on his bike, and he bought me some Canons. They were like 12 inches.
What?
And I was like, yeah, I was like, my man, I can't put these on and safely have you drive out of my driveway. I was like, first of all, there's if I put them by your legs, you won't be able to hit the brake pedal. And if I put them any higher, you won't be able to turn the handlebars. He was like, oh,
Wow.
maybe you can mount them to the front. I said, but then you can't see out of your headlights. I was like,
Wow, he went that's serious.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, bro, these are cannons, man. I can't put this on here, man. I don't feel comfortable. I mean, I could rig anything you want, but I just said I can't feel comfortable. There's no way. I can't be responsible for
Yeah,
that.
I
No
don't think
way.
I'll be that far.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So do you got anything coming up for your YouTube? Like any future ideas, like what you want to start doing, or are you just gonna stick with the little mods and small things like that, or you want to take the channel somewhere else?
Right now, truthfully, I really don't have any direction, so I'm open to anything. Like anything I do, I usually take like my camera with me. Like I have a couple of friends that have the slingshots, and they have a lot of big things, and they welcome like Rikers and spiders stuff too. So they actually have a national event happening up here in the Poconos. So I'm definitely going to that because they do have some of the vendors cater to the Ryker also. So
Oh, okay.
actually, I'm going for a slingshot thing, but I'm going to go to the same vendors that service, for the Ryker. And that, all right, hey, what you got for me and see. So that's people from all over the world. I've been to like one of their smaller events and it was huge. So this one is national. So they already
Really?
the hotels and everything up here already booked up and everything. So
Is
that's
is
what
that the Stakeover? SS Takeover? Is that what that
I
is?
don't I don't know the name. I know it's June. I want to in the middle. No, the middle of July. I think I want to say on the 16th or so,
Okay.
or the week after.
I
I
gotta
think it's
look into that. I'm
yeah.
curious about that. I'm curious about that.
So
Nah, well, that sounds good that you're gonna go out there, see what's out there, maybe meet some new people, get your whole riding thing together. Once you get a nice little squad and you guys take some nice trips, man, it's really fun when you're riding in a group. Not a huge group, but when you're in a small group, five, six, seven
yeah,
guys, it's nice to ride out, man. Especially when everybody got the same agenda and nobody's trying to be crazier than the other
and
guy.
that's key. You kind of gotta hook up with people who think like you, and that's the thing that kind of deterred me from really finding is the people that the people are a little bit younger than me, so they, like
Mhm.
I said before, they're a little crazier. So I need people on my level.
Right,
Right
right.
now, I'm moving up though, so I don't know. I'm in between. I'm in between. So
Nah, that's cool, man. For real, without a doubt, without a doubt. So, let me throw this question at you. If you had to describe your Can-Am experience in one word or one sentence, what would it be?
oh man, probably meditative because I can when I'm on that thing, I relax. I'm thinking. I have the music on, but I'm enjoying everything. But I'm thinking so many different things. My mind is at peace. I'm at ease. So it's relaxing, meditative or relaxing for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. What I'm saying, it's always, people when I ask the question, it's mostly, different. They'll put it in different words: meditation, relaxation, freedom, things like that. And seems like, excuse me, it seems like everybody who gets it is using it for some type of therapy, instead of just, getting on there and just wilding out.
Well, with the way the world is right now, I think that it took off at just the right time. It gave everybody the outlet because
Hmm.
I'm not one for sitting around the house. And I got to get out and do stuff. I have other little things. I got these electric scooters. I got
Okay.
one coming that do like 45 miles an hour. That might be more dangerous than the
Might
right.
be. It might be. You might want to have some good content there, comparing the electric scooter to the Ryker, just
Oh
to
yeah,
throw it
that's
out
coming.
there. Yeah,
That's coming.
okay. All right. That's awesome. Listen, so Dan, let them know your social medias and what you're up to and how people could reach you if they want to, ride out with you and stuff like that. Let them know what you got going on.
All right. Well, one of the things I have going on is I have my Christian clothing line, agape clothing and things.com. I'm actually working on some stuff because I'm going to have a little catalog or category in there where I'm thinking about putting up some Riker stuff. I'm actually working on some designs, simple, but keep Riker stuff on there. So I don't know how that's going to work out, the Christian and the Riker part, but that's what I'm all about.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to reach out and do rides or stuff like that, I'm on Facebook, Daniel Millison. Um, email disciplined with disciplined1 at hotmail.com. You know, they can reach out to me there. So pretty much, I'm not big on the other social medias. I don't have like Instagram and all that stuff like that.
Facebook's big enough, man. Facebook is big enough. All right. So
You can
listen,
find me
everybody.
in Facebook groups too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So listen, everybody, check out Dan's social media. Of course, it's gonna be posted below in the description link. You guys know I'm Keith Hammer from Rolling on Three, the first podcast for all three-wheel owners. You can reach me at rollingon3wheels@gmail.com. That's rolling on three, the number three wheels at gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram as the Shadow Black Ryker. You can find me on Twitter, Rolling on Three. And now you can find me on TikTok, Rolling on Three. So if you need to get in touch with me, you want to be on the show, you want to talk about your bike, even if you don't have a bike and you're thinking about getting a bike, you can reach out to me. Check out Daniel's YouTube page, Ryker Rev Mill, right?
Yep.
Ryker Rev Mill. Check out his page, follow my page. And hey, everybody, thank you for tuning in and ride safely, please.